In today's video I'm going to cover another review of a website, of a technical blog. It was sent in by Jan Heuermann, who already did a great job on the typography on his page. But there's still some room for improvement, or let's say some room to be pimped. And I love this website or this example because it shows a monospaced font for body text. And this is something you developer friends love. You love using monospaced text for your blogs. And I think this would be a great example of how to treat monospaced text, how to deal with the line heights, how to deal with the word spacing, and how to pull out everything that's possible from this nice technical feeling. So, ready to dive in? Then welcome to a new review on Pimp My Type. Hello and welcome, typography enthusiasts. My name is Oliver Schöndorfer, user interface designer and typography, here to help you show the full potential of your website app or digital product with some pimped typography. Jan sent in his website, you can do as well. There's a link in the description below. And at the beginning I always ask some questions for whom this website is supposed to be. The key audience for this website is software developers. And their top values are curiosity, sharing knowledge, and the joy of tinkering with technology. So these are their top values, and the atmosphere should be technical, elegant, and clear focused. This is the things he wants to create. I like it a lot. He's using as a typeface Input by David Jonathan Ross. It's a great font for coding. You can really micro adjust it as all these monospaced fonts and download it for personal use, or you can license it for your website, what Jan did. Oh no! In the middle of editing I realized that Input Sans and Input Serif are actually not monospace fonts. They are proportional fonts, but they are designed with a monospace in mind, or with the intention to look very monospaced, since the word space is pretty large, the punctuation is very big, and so on. So just keep that in mind. Continuing the video, my adjustments and suggestions are still valid, but it's not a monospace font. It looks like one, but it isn't. When I take a look at his design, it already comes with this mood of technical, in progress things. What I really love, I see that there went a lot of thought into the typographic details. Like you can already see the superscript TH he put in there, or for example, this marginalia or footnotes, they are just gorgeous. It's such a smart typographic move there on the left side. It's very, very nice. So I think it's already a very good design, but there's some room for improvement. The basic things I'm going to cover here are the heading, the overall spacing and line height, and then some other suggestions for the overall layout. Thinking about monospaced fonts as a whole, they are the thing, every character has the same width. This is this thing with monospaced fonts. They create this drafty feeling, but they might not be that ideal for body text. This is because the spaces, it's hard for an I to be the same width like an M, because it's a much denser letter. The approach Jan took here is very wise as a first step. He used the condensed style. The other thing with monospaced fonts is that they create this atmosphere of always being the same size. If it's from a typewriter or from a code editor, you cannot change the size there. So it always feels a bit unnatural seeing them in different sizes on a page. But Jan is using this here for his heading. He's got a very big H1 heading, then some subheading there, and then the body text. And I think you could harmonize this a bit. For the heading, he already reduced the letter spacing a bit to make it more condensed. Very nice, but I think he could even go for a bit tighter. Reduce the letter spacing here by, let's say, minus 0.05 amps or something. Okay, it still works. The thing is, because when you blow it up, the spaces also get larger in between the letters, and you can make this more condensed. Here, take a look at the video about spacing all caps letters and also mixed case letters. So this is good, but the other thing is word spaces are also pretty large here. They don't have to be that big in monospaced fonts, they naturally are. So you can reduce the word space as well and reduce it, let's say, by 0.1 ems or maybe even 0.5. Oh, that's too much. 0.2, 0.1 maybe. So it already gets a bit tighter and it's easier for a heading. Now about the subheading. I think it could be the same as the body size. Font size for 1 rem, so the same size. And then the font family to the same style, the serif style. He's using the sans style for the body text and the serif style for the headings. It seems it's the same size as the body text, but it seems smaller. So I'm going to bump it up just by 0.1 rem. This is better. So comparing it now from the thing before, after. I think this works already for the heading. Now let's move on and think about the paragraph. The paragraph, the longer the lines, the larger the line height should be, because your eyes could lose the line if they are too close together. It's a good starting point, what Jan already used here, but it could be a bit looser for the length of the line, since it's a very condensed typeface and it fits a lot of characters in one line. He's at 1.75. I'll try 1.8 actually, or maybe 1.7. Let's go for 1.8. No, 1.9 is too much. So just to make it a bit more loose and even. I think with the line height adjusted, it's already a bit cleaner, easier to read what he wanted to achieve. When you change the line height, you also have to change the other spaces. Your line height could be a basis for your spacing. So the height of one line could be the basic margin for a heading or paragraph or something. The same. This is already a bit looser, that's good. Here also margin top, 1.8 rem. And here now for the H2, this already works very well because he's using less space for the H2 below, so it becomes more of a unit for the H2 and the following paragraph. So this is a good thing. You always want the heading to be closer to the next paragraph than to the one before. So margin bottom, let's say we make it half here, 1.9 rems, margin top, 1.8 rems. All right. So this is a bit denser, more loose. And now for the overall layout. I think it's the alignment of the text on the page is shifted a bit to the left, but not really. It's not such an obvious decision that it's left or right aligned. So this kind of creates a weird feeling to me. The space on the left side is too little, on the right side is too much. So one direction would be really left align it or really center it. And I'm going to take the approach of really centering it now. So this is the design Jan sent in. It already has a lot of typographic thought going on. He already reduced the letter spacing for the heading. He thought about these things. He also thinks about the different spacings and uses repetitives of this. So already a lot of done here. But on my reviewed part, the hierarchies are a bit more cleaner. The H1 stands more out waiting for Godot, and the subtitle isn't that samey or something in between. It's more distinct now. And also the spacing is a bit more loose. Overall, I would suggest zooming the layout a bit. If you are on a desktop computer or a laptop computer, you just slightly for your body text zoom the whole layout, and maybe not necessarily the navigation, but this is much easier to read than on a computer or on a laptop device, just bump up the size at a certain breakpoint, 1200 pixels or something like this. Alright, I hope this video was beneficial for you. If you use monospace text, maybe on your blog or website, leave it in the comments below and tell me about what you've learned or what you expected from it. Always happy to get some feedback from you guys. And as always, like this video, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button before that, the terribly spaced subscribe button, and see you in the next one. Bye. The other thing with monospaced, this is not a good intro. I'll use the one I recorded. Pimp my type.